Those chemicals are still giving me goosebumps. I reckon they ought to throw in some antifreeze to stop me shivering.
Oh, it's been a fey days now. You should start feeling better soon.
It doesn't make any sense. The cure is worse than the bloody disease.
Do you want something to eat?
Not unless you want to clean it up after me.
I'm surprised you wanted me around.
I thought you would have enjoyed watching me on my back in hospital.
I don't enjoy watching people die, Connors.
Yeah, well, I guess what I'm trying to say...
You should be more careful about what you say, especially at the hospital. Now, that treatment
what I said about the money. It's just waiting for someone to pick it up.
Come down to cheer up, Reed. Reckon you might need it.
You be at work, Jenkins?
I'm on my way there, aren't I? Just came down to check what food we need for dinner, so I'm not doing nothing wrong. Why don't you do some work yourself, Joni?
You looking for a charge for insolence, Jenkins?
Might as well make it something worthwhile. What do you reckon, Reed?
Oh, leave it.
She's crook enough as it is without having you around. Why don't you just shove off?
You know, the thing that reassures me about you, Jenkins, is that you haven't got the brains to know when to stop. It's only a matter of time before you go too far. My, what a touching sight. Feeding carrots to the donkey, are we, Grosvenor?
That's my fault.
You know the
Ferguson.
rules about prisoner contact. You're both on charges. Get inside.
Pringle,
Shut
shut
up and move.
I can explain if you'll give
You'll
me a
have
minute.
plenty of time to think up an excuse while you're being transferred to Woodridge.
Oh, but that's not fair, Miss Ferguson.
I just caught these two here behind the shop.
Get back to reception, both of you. Go on.
It was a clear breach of the rules. Jenkins should not have been here in the first place.
She had my permission.
Oh, for physical contact with a male prisoner. I didn't realise you'd been appointed governor during the tea break.
I think we'll let Mrs. Reynolds sort this out.
You're a joke, Pringle. You're not going to lie your way out of this one.
I knew they were both there.
Then you were derelict in your duty because when I found them, they were unsupervised and making physical contact.
I was over by
They
the kitchen
could have been trying to escape.
Oh, rubbish, Joan.
Would you both like to sit down and tell me what happened, one at a time?
Can't keep your hands off each other, can you?
What's wrong with that? Just because you're...
You want more trouble, Jenkins? You and Grosvenor are in deep enough already. I'd enjoy my last moments together if I were you, because there won't be any more.
The next chemo session is in 2 weeks' time. She won't have any strength, and she'll need help for a few days. I was going to ask one of the women to do it, but I don't think it'd be fair on them emotionally, so I was wondering if one of you would volunteer.
I'll do it.
There won't be any extra pay
I wasn't
involved.
expecting any.
And it won't be easy. Connors isn't a lightweight. There is the cleaning up side.
I
of things.
said I'd do it.
All right, if you're certain, thank you. And thank you for your attention. That's all. She never ceases to surprise me. I don't understand it. There's nothing to gain for her career. Perhaps the women are getting to her more than we've realized. I mean, this way she won't have to deal with them. Possibly, but they hate each other. Why help your enemy?
Who'd have thought you'd have been nursemaiding me?
Oh, shut up, Connors. You're going to need all your strength to get back to your
Can I have a
dorm.
lungful of air before I go, please? What I wouldn't give to be on a tropical island now.
You can't win tats without a ticket.
True. But why gamble when there's $250,000 to be had for a dead cert?
Not with you.
There's this finance company me and Slasher staked out. Down to the safe combination. Like I said, there's $250,000 in there overnight, just waiting for someone to take it.
Yeah. Why didn't you do it?
There's one big bummer. You can get in, but you can't get out. Now listen, that's why we never did it. But what if the person getting caught's got nothing to lose?
Someone like you, for instance.
This person gets in, takes the money, hides it in a prearranged place, the Dunnies or something. The alarm goes off and she gets nicked.
The chemo's really affecting you.
She tells the pigs a mate of hers got away with the money, making it look convincing, of course.
Oh, like smashing a window, perhaps.
The accomplice goes in the next day, cool as a cucumber, picks up the money and walks straight out with it.
Another unsolved crime in our great city, eh? What would you do with all that money? You're not about to go to Hayman Island.
It's Auntie Ida and a few of me mates. I want to see him right before I go.
Oh, it's very magnanimous of you.
Yeah, well, it's the kind of girl I am. Besides, I don't want to go out on my knees.
Well, what about Ida or your bikie mates? Why can't they do it?
She's too old. And I can't trust the others. You need ice in your blood to get out with the loot right under their noses.
Makes you think you can trust me?
Simple. I give Ida a letter naming you. We write it together, one copy only. You get the letter when she gets the money.
It's very good, Connors. But you're forgetting one thing. I'm not interested. Why should I be?
You need the money, Ferguson. The women are finished with you. I'm only just holding them together. When I'm gone, you've got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, if ever I get desperate, I'll know where to find you. You've been getting too big for your boots, Mullins. It's time someone brought you back into line.
The whole reckons I'm getting so much better I might have to take them pills soon.
Don't be stupid. There are no medical breakthroughs in cases like yours.
I'm not a
You
case.
should never have been released from the hospital. We only copped you here because they didn't know what else to do with you.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, yes, there is. And you can forget about those fantasies of living a normal life in suburbia.
Tom said I could.
Mr. Lucas is a liar. You're nothing more than an experiment to him, like a pet mouse in a cage.
I am not. I'm learning things and I'm doing real good.
You're a joke.
I am not. I'm as clever as anyone else. I've got to try hard. He said so.
Yeah, well, you just keep on trying. All the women think it's a great joke. The dummy trying to do sums. They're all laughing about it. I've heard them.
You're lying.
The loony trying to be a scholar.
I'm not a scholar. Don't you call me that.
Only repeating what they say, loony. These walls are your home, Jones. You'll never get out of here. And you can tell all the others that I'll get them, one by one. They can be nasty to you, but I'm going to punish them for what they're doing to me because I'm smart. I'm not a loony like you.
He said, oh, his mouse.
Look, he's teaching you things to help you, isn't he? Look, here, you wipe your face and stop crying. Don't worry. We'll get the freak. Won't we, Reed?
What a waste of time. He'll forget all about you as soon as he gets out of here and remembers what a real woman looks like.
G'day, Alice.
Hey, oh, this is what I can't do, right? Oh, no, we can do it. How do you spell it? It starts with an F and an N and the K.
I said line up.
You big win on this. Oh, beauty, thanks a lot.
One last time, line up. What have you done with Mr. Adams? I'm warning you. You're all on charge.
You're gonna creep up on us one by one.
Yeah, we're ready for you this time.
And we won't leave a mark.
That's enough.
Oh, why don't you call the governor? She'd help you, sure.
Why don't you resign, Ferguson?
Yeah, put yourself out of your misery.
Your reign is over.
You'll pay.
I got this.
You still want to test that theory of yours? 100,000 will do me nicely. Let's do the job. You want exercise or not?
G'day, Miss Ferguson. Geez, I've been missing your smiling face.
Oh, cut the crap, Connors. Come on if you want to go outside.
Later, how about a cuppa first? No, it's okay. You sit. I'm feeling pretty good today. I might even rob a bank later. No bite? Don't tell me you've changed your mind.
No. I just have to be sure it's going to work. I have to think about it.
Bloody hell, how much time do you want? I've told you everything.
Now, the money is there for the last 3 days of the month, right?
Last 3 working days, and I don't want to get pushy, but have you had a look at the calendar?
Now, you get the money, you break the window, you hide the money.
I get copped. You go in next day, pick up the dough, and walk away laughing. No one will tie you in with it. I don't know what you're worried about.
Jenkins might. The way she hangs around here like a bad smell, even her pea brain will suspect something's going on.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll fix it.
You've got a lot of fixing to do if you're going to do the job. Even if I get you out of here, you're going to be on your own. Are you sure you're up to it?
Bloody oath. Especially with $250,000 sitting there waiting for me. Lord, I can smell it. Feel a hell of a lot better without that bloody chemo, too.
Well, if you change your mind...
No way. I've thought long and hard about it. And just in case I do lose this one. There are things I've got to do before the motor gives out. I can't do them puking me guts up, can I?
No. No, it's all right, I understand. I won't put the pressure on. Okay, Rita. See you soon. Keep smiling.
Well, don't worry, Doc. I'll be laughing all the way to the bank.
Mr. Pringle, this is Mr. Hudson from the Premier's Department.
Mr. Pringle.
And Miss Ferguson, one of our senior officers.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
How do you do, Miss Ferguson?
Will that be all, Governor?
Yes, thank you.
Mrs. Reynolds, if you have things to do before you join the ladies for their evening meal, perhaps Miss Ferguson would be kind enough to act as my guide. I'd particularly like to see the new reward cell.
Of course, one of the first things that must be done before any more of these reforms go through is to tighten security. Now, you wouldn't notice it, this being your first visit here, but security is a problem. Only 1 week after the phone went in, we had an escape. 1 week, and it was a trustee. I am delighted that the Premier has seen fit to send someone in to get the true picture.
Yes, he's very thorough. Miss Ferguson, it seems to me that you doubt your governor's ability.
Oh, no, don't misunderstand me, Mr. Hudson. I'm sure that everything Mrs. Reynolds does, she thinks she does for the good of Wentworth, but it is a problem when staff come from social welfare backgrounds.
Really?
Yes, oh, well, idealism's all right in its place, but these women are here to be punished for their crimes against society, not to be pampered and petted. When you put trust in them, they abuse it. They don't know the meaning of the word. I mean, with their backgrounds, it isn't surprising. Now, I think that just about covers it, Mr. Hudson. If we were to go through...
Hello, Fergie. Oh, good, you made me day. What's the good of going to the zoo if you don't see the resident gorilla?
That's it, Brown, or we'll have to go back.
Oh, get on with you. Go on, you know I was only joking, don't you, Miss Ferguson? Hello, love. Ida Brown at your service.
What's she doing here?
Afternoon, Mrs. Brown.
I never got to tie the knot, love. Never made no difference to me love life, but...
The governor's allowed her in to visit Connor.
Take her through and keep her away from the others.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
You're going to be around for a while, love, because I was wondering if I could get a bit of a lift home.
Now!
I'm sorry, Miss Brown, I will be around for a while yet.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, them's the breaks. Ta-ta, dear.
See what I mean? The governor slackens the rules, and once again, we are treated with nothing but contempt. Come on, Connors, wake up, wake up.
Oh, yes, okay, I'll go to bed.
That's not why I'm here. You're going to do the job tonight. What? Keep it down.
I thought we said it was going to be Friday.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, nice of you to give me some warning.
What was Ida Brown doing here today?
Oh, now I get it. You think I blabbed, do you?
Oh, did you?
Likely, it's not the sort of thing she can keep to herself. Still just us. You still want to let me out tonight?
The sooner I can afford to get out of this place, the better.
Well, it's not going to be easy when those changes come in, will it?
Are you up to it?
Firing on 12.
Right, you'll need this.
What's wrong with your bloody keys?
You're escaping, Connors. Do it.
Fair enough. You keep knit. There's a turn up for the books, eh?
Here,
Busy.
hurry it up.
There's no need to wait. I've escorted has gone.
Just making sure.
We're running a risk. What if we're sprung?
I'll be stopping an escapee, won't I? Come on, you're taking too much time. I'll be missed. Back here. It's the white Monaro down to your left. Remember everything we talked about. Right, we'll get a move on.
Wish me luck.
All's quiet on the Western Front, as they say in the classics.
Oh, yes, she's pretty quiet too for a change. I'll ring you.
Press the alarm bell. Rita Connors has escaped.
Oh, Bob,
Press
how
the
could she
alarm, you
possibly
useless
escape
idiot.
in her-
Oh, ring the governor, will you? If you think you can handle it, I'll be out in the grounds.
Oh, well, there's no need to be rude.
Can't she escape?
What there, lady?
Right, are you aware the search is going on for the offenders from our earlier job? 402.
All right, Connors, we found an abandoned car in the vicinity. We're checking the fingerprints. Also checking all your associates, past and present.
Check the Conquerors out with Dan Moulton, then. He's their shortcut to the big fella.
Now, don't you worry, we will.
It's your time if you want to waste it.
I see here you had a visitor a few days ago. Ida Brown.
She's Auntie Ida. She's 84. And you, a few years ago.
Connors!
Get Sister Holland, stretch her straight away.
Guess we're not going to get much more out of her tonight.
Connors, come on, wake up. Come on, Connors, wake up. Connors, do you hear me?
Where it is?
It's me,
I
Ferguson.
don't know.
You've got to wake up now. I'm sorry to wake you, but I have to know. Is it safe? Did you hide it all right?
Yes, it's safe. It's just waiting.
Shh, be careful. I'm sorry. Right, go back to sleep. You've done well. I'll see you in the morning.
Nice of you to come and see how I was.
I'm working all bloody night on a lead, and I'm not prepared to let it go cold.
What sort of a lead?
Well, hers weren't the only prints on that abandoned car we found. We're still checking them out, but I got to hit her with that information, and soon. It's the only way we
Governor,
can
I
prove or
insist
disprove-
that
Please,
she's not
Doctor, I understand the situation. Now, would you mind leaving us? I have something to explain to my colleagues from the police force. Please.
Very well.
Would you like to sit down, please?
I'm off duty in a minute. Anything I can get for you?
There's only one thing you've got to get, and you know what that is.
I have to be very sure before I make my move, otherwise I could blow it for both of us.
Everything's okay. Why don't you trust me?
You sure you didn't say anything to the police that might give it away?
What's the matter with you? You were there the whole time.
Not when they picked you up. Did you say anything in the heat of the moment that might give them a clue about us?
I didn't. Everything's cool.
They didn't seem to be buying your story about the accomplice last night.
Well, they haven't come back, so they must have, mustn't they?
Yeah, it's true. I just don't think I should rush it.
You're like a Harley with a dirty carby. Stop, start, stop, start. You get yourself in there now. Otherwise, some bloody cleaner might just decide to spring clean the toilets, and you'll never know what they might find. You've got to trust me, Ferguson.
I do.
nice day?
No, not really.
What do you mean?
Well, I went there.
And?
There was a lot of activity. It didn't seem the right time.
You chickened out.
I was being cautious.
Bull! What do I have to do? Get out of here and finish the job myself?
Just keep your voice down. I'll get it when the time's right.
You wouldn't be doing the dirty on me, would you? I could always arrange for someone more reliable to collect it.
I'll collect it in my own time. What's she doing here?
I'm allowed to see Reek. Mrs. Reynolds said so.
Ferguson?
Inspector?
I believe you were assigned to Connors for part of yesterday, is that right?
Till midday. Yeah, why?
And she was in the hospital all that time?
For the most part of it. Earlier she was out here with Jenkins and the teacher. Those sort of activities are unsupervised these days.
So you're in the hospital. Did she have any visitors?
Only Jenkins.
Yeah, we spoke to her. She said that you left them alone for a while.
I could hear their conversation through the door, if that's what you mean.
Any money talk?
Afraid not. Hasn't she said anything yet?
Hardly. I take it you haven't heard the news. We won't be talking to Connors again. She died at 2 o'clock this morning. Oh, we better go, Bob. Oh, Miss Ferguson. Keep your ears open. You hear anything? Call us.
Rumpy on dry and Vicky on freak, hey! Bloody folding! Tough! Anyway, you've got to
Day
have
after
brains to
day.
work two machines, don't
Nothing
you? So that
changes,
leaves you
does it?
out in the cold.
I don't know. Got to keep on trying, don't you?
Red socks with my white undies. Get out of it!
Prison property, McPherson. You know you're in trouble.
Oh, come off, it didn't even hit the floor.
Really? Then how did it get like that?
It got like that because you took it in both hands and tore it. And that's exactly what I'll tell Mrs. Reynolds.
So will I.
Me too. We all will.
I'm surprised you tried that, Ferguson. You're finished. I thought you realized.
Just testing.
Oh, thanks.
Don't thank me. We all did it. And that's the way it stays from now on, right?
Morning.
Morning, Miss Ferguson.
Morning. It, I believe it happened at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Sad. I'm sorry to hear it. Oh, all right, I know. I didn't like her, but... Well, no one deserves to go like that, especially not in a place like this. I hope someone was with her when she... I hope she wasn't alone.
Sister Hall was called in, wasn't she, May?
Yes, she'd been with us since midnight.
Did she say anything?
Before she died. Apparently not. Just went in asleep, according to Sister Hall.
Well, it's something.
Yes, well, I've only got an hour before I knock off, so I think I'll...
Mrs. Morris, my dentist called a while ago. He has a cancellation this morning. I wonder if I might have an hour or two off, if it's all right.
All right, I'll fill in till you get back.
Thank you. never filled in one of these before. Still, if it's the only way to get a loan. There are all these people before me.
Yes, I'm afraid you've got a long wait ahead of you.
I see. Well, thanks for your help.
Ferguson.
Inspector?
Why don't you let me carry that bag for you?
Thank you, but I can manage.
How the hell could you be so stupid? You're under arrest. We'll have to do the exhibit count tonight.
No worries. The bloke from here said he'd act as witness.
The accountant?
Yeah, nice bloke.
Glad you like him because you're doing the job.
$250,000 by myself.
What are your kids' trainer beats? You romp at him.
Know what I like about your sense of humour, Doc? No.
Look. Hey, look, listen, mate. If they give her bail, I'll chuck my badge, and that's not the problem. The problem is that no one wants to take her. Well, you bloody well find somewhere. I'm not taking her home. The missus might object.
People won't go and tell him.
He wants us to do his bloody job too.
Look, do you mind if I...
Prince it, huh? Don't suppose the statements have been copied?
What do you reckon? They've only had him for an hour and a half.
Do you mind if I sit down?
G'day. Jeff, can you hound Alan on this one? He's just dithering.
Okay, I've got...
Yeah. Today.
Yeah,
0307.
Got any quicker than I thought we would.
Oh. Can't take me in there. No! No! I told you!
Stand on the white line.
Oh, you're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Stand on the line.
All right. Do it, Morris. Come on, I'm here. Do it.
Your name?
Ferguson. Joan Ferguson. What comes next, Morris? Hey, what comes next? You must think all your birthdays have come at once. You must really be enjoying...
I'm sorry. Your name is Joan Ferguson, is that correct?
Yes.
You've been charged with assisting in the lawful release of a detainee, conspiracy to commit theft, accessory after the fact of a robbery and a theft. You've been remanded in custody until such time as you can be brought to trial. Is that correct?
Yes.
I want your people to pick her up as early as possible tomorrow.
At 10 o'clock, I can't do it any earlier.
All right, but I can't guarantee her safety.
Well, nobody can. That's why she's been sent to the west. Apparently they've got a similar problem over there.
Place all your belongings on the desk.
This morning I had $250,000. I was going to walk out of this place, never look at another prison again. You've got no right to put me in here. Why am I here? Why aren't I in isolation? Not you! Her!
Inside. There are 2 security gates between you and the women. There's only one to isolation. It's for your own protection.
Oh, see, everyone's concerned about my safety now, eh? How come there's a regulation bed in here? This cell was prepared for me, wasn't it, Morris? You lot were expecting me, weren't you? Morris, how did you know? Morris!
What's happening? The whole block's locked up.
I'm not surprised. They've just brought Ferguson in as a prisoner.
Are you serious?
That's what Mr. Anderson said, and I'm sure he wouldn't lie.
Lying bitch! I didn't tell her. I just picked her up from sick bay. She must have found out there.
True! It's true. She's in the pound.
Ferguson! 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 Ferguson!
Quiet!
Ferguson! 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 Ferguson!
Did you lot hear me? I said shut up!
Ferguson! 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 Ferguson!
How did you know?
Back against the wall.
Tell me how you knew. They were waiting for me. How?
Ferguson, there'll be no discussion until you do as you're told. Now stand against the wall.
Oh, earning our money, are we, Reynolds? Justifying our existence in this place, eh? Well, you can forget it, Reynolds. You are an amateur. Always have been and you always will be. I ran this place. Me. It's me they hate. Ferguson. Because Ferguson stuck to the rules. Ferguson kept them in line. Ferguson was always one step ahead of them.
Ferguson! 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 Ferguson!
Ferguson!
Ferguson!
Ferguson! Ferguson! Ferguson!
Ferguson!
I trusted you.
In Canterbury Road. Received that 402. So we're heading that way now.
Let's leave them alone. You sure? Positive.
Sick, remember? Sick big faggot.
You'll be the oldest biker in the world, Luke. The oldest biker in the world.
Done anything?
Shut up. This. How's the flutter in your stomach now, Latham? Judge would be very impressed at all. Hey, Hannah, we're gonna be very good friends. Now you will try that again and whatever I might be, Seymour, I could never sink as low as filthy sluts like you. How safe do you think you are in here? What? Oh, Fields, I have a reason to believe that you're hiding something illegal. Face the wall. You're sick, Ferguson. Now, just stay right where you are, and that goes for you too. You can trust me with one thing. Smith. Squeak Birdsworth. What the hell do you think you were doing this afternoon? Is my domain. Do as you're told, understand? Even better. I'm warning you. Tell me where you hid it. Nothing is private in here.
Talking about Miss Ferguson, honest.
Oh, yes, you do, Hunt. Listen, we didn't take those potato peelings to make a compost heap for hopeless heart. Sooner or later, I had to win. You may think you've got it over the other women, but you are no match for me. Your search. Now you find it.
She says.
You're learning fast.
Interfering with the supply. It's the truth, I swear it.
Because you're mad. Listen to me, Keen. This goes against my grain, and I'll tell you one thing. If any harm comes to you, listen to me, Keen. I don't care what you're holding over me. Now you listen to me, Warren. There are big things that you have to learn about how things are run in this place.
Me up with a bloody blackmore!
Now you'll do as I say. Then you get it. And oh, no, you don't, Green! Help me! Bitch! Thank you, Keen.
You and Mr. Mo?
Now, would you care to tell me what this is all about? Turning the other cheek? Yeah, hard work. You touch me, Ferguson, and you're in trouble. Touch you.
We want you to shoot her. You'll be doing her a favour.
Ferguson, your girlfriend give you the sick headache trip.
What do you think? Wear the filthy rag as often as you like. Leave me to it. Who? You told me who, Ferguson? handling things.
Dealing together.
You listen to me, Maxwell, and you listen to him. Someone brought you back into line. I trusted you.
Received that 402. The word is standby now.